Hello everyone, Rob Smith of Smith in the Black Channel here, Ticker Talker, and if it's Tuesday, it's a Strat Attack show, and you know what that means? We're going to hop into the urban assault vehicle and see what's going on. So, market rallied back today, and if that surprised you, that's because you weren't looking at the internals at all, and I'll show you why in a second. But here's that SPY, gets clocked, and then comes roaring back, and so the question is now, for coming into tomorrow, anybody can take out today's highs, or definitely anybody taking out today's lows is something I want to know about. And so what I mean about being surprised about this, that we rallied back, all you had to do is look at the sectors. And here, look, FAS. Boy, they're really killing that, aren't they? FAS, XLE. Yeah, how about the transports? How about the Dow Jones? Yeah, boy, they're really murdering them, aren't they? So that's why you want to monitor all the internals. It was pretty tech-specific on what they were hitting first. And then, you know, everything firmed up, and as we went sideways, then we took back off in the SPY, like so. Here on the 60. Right here, just consolidate and then take back off up in here. So we'll see, because there's a lot more things taking out last week's highs than lows, even during the pit of the selling in the SPY in the morning. So another thing we're going to be looking for coming here this week is still a lot of earnings. It's exhaustion week. It's exhaustion week for the month and for so coming into the end of this month and this week. So we want to be aware of that. We want to see how we close out on a lot of things. Are we closer to taking out last month's highs or last month's lows? And so even if you look at the SPY, we're still much closer to taking out this month's highs, and I'll get to that in a second. But a lot of earnings coming out this week. You can have like NVIDIA, you'll see Redfin, Lowe's, Viacom, Six Flags, and then you'll have like Moderna, Etsy, Wayfair, so all this kind of stuff coming out. So we want to be aware of that. That we'll be probably trading a lot of that stuff. So if we go back to the SPY here, like I said on the monthly, yeah, so far nowhere near taking that month to the downside. Now Q's a little better if we're going to get a reversal, but still it hasn't taken it out. So we'll just get through this this week. The other thing that we didn't see selling in is pandemic names. All right, and so that's where you would be wanting looking if this sell-off was going to hold and be real, because you have all these other sectors that were up, and then you have stuff like TripAdvisor here. It goes inside day and bright green here, and look at this month here. And then if you like to go looking at the bigger old tries, which is always fun. There you go. There's your TripAdvisor broadening formation. And so we saw that have strength, albeit inside day. Marriott here, look at that, right? Oh, boy, they're really tanking, aren't they? No, they are not. So if we go to the monthly on Marriott, what would tell us to be in this thing would be this. The monthly, 2 up, 2 down, boom. These two become an outside bar of this here, right? And so that's still good. Maybe a little letter H for you with the hotels. You also see RCL have strength here on the monthly, 2, 2, 2. And then this week, boy, they're really killing them, aren't they? No. No. And CCL here, it's potential 2 up, 2 down, and 2 back up tomorrow, since those things are still hanging in there. Casinos, Wynn Resorts, still good on this kind of stuff. LVS, how you doing? LVS, potential Momo Hammer up in here, so those things weren't coming in. I mean, you can even go down to like Planet Fitness, like going to the gym, it's still going, taking out last week's highs. So there's still a bunch of that. In the Dow, you still had Disney, and Disney was taking out these highs, and it was inside month to the upside. Here, just exhaustion risk by going into the highs, but not even close to clocking it. So far that's showing some strength. Go to SONO. And this is interesting because you'll hear me talk about broadening formations and outside bars being scenario 3, and I'll say once a 3, always a 3 can't not be. And the reason I'll say that is you can see what happened here today in Sono. It opened, went a little higher, and then puked to be an outside bar, and then came all the way back up, much like last year in the SPY. In January, took out the highs, went all the way and took out the lows from the previous year in March, and then rallied all the way back to new highs. And so that's what happened in Sono today. Right? So once you have an outside bar, they might do it again. All right, so you want to be aware of that. Sono gives you the Rev Strat weaker here to the upside, 1 bar down and then up. So we'll see if that keeps going. Also had strength in MA. It's already an outside week, but you can see how it performed today, and that gave you a little help in the Dow there. Visa, So we'll see how those two play out tomorrow. If we go to URI, still no problems here either. And you can see this was a perfect, what we call triangle the out. The 2-2 reversal day, 2-2 reversal day, boom, off she goes. Now, look, it took a little heat in here, but for the most part, still going. And if you look at the weekly, holds this, the Momo hammer, right? Anybody got short in here? Sorry, but you got some exhaustion risk by going into the highs. JLL, one of our favorite weekly type patterns here. And you can see this here, hammer, 2, shooter, boom, right? And as a matter of fact, this is an inside bar. So we call this the Randy Jackson, the failed Rev Strat hammer counter shooter, and back up into the highs. And if you go back to the monthly, you'll see it's been a little higher to complete the broadening formation. So looking to take this out. 178.55, you got a little more room on that. If we go to NXST, and that's got exhaustion risk by going into the highs, but it certainly had a nice day today. And that week here, still the inside week to the upside, NXST. You got Armstrong Worldwide Industries, AWI, already an outside week to the upside. And here's what we call the pivot machine gun. Back through the previous range. Triangle the out. See this? Lower low. And we'll just draw it for you. Why not? And then back through previous range. Guess where the stops go? Here, 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 here. Take them out. Now we'll see if we can take this thing out up into here. If we go to SLDB, little guy had a nice day today. SLDB. Here you go. So this is what we like to call it used to be somebody. If you go to the monthly, used to be a lot higher. That's good, especially if whatever they're doing is coming around, right? And so you had a nice day today. As you can see, this big outside green day, pivot machine gun back through these guys. So we'll see if there's any follow through in SLDB. If you go to Urban Outfitters, yeah, I know, but Urban Outfitters going up for 2 straight days. In this environment, that's what we're going to be looking for. And once again, if you like those big old monthly tries, you're going to see this. There you go, Urban Outfitters. Can it do a Baidu? There you go. Anyway, we'll see. If we go to BCO, and BCO, here's a monthly, expando, then back in to form the try. Now it's come ripping back through here. Once again, in this environment, 2 straight up days, not bad for BCO. If we go to ANTM in the healthcare, and we've been watching this daily triangle forever. Now trying to come up here, and it was up when the market was tanking, and now it gives you an inside week. Now they took out these guys here. Question is going to be strong enough to come up in here, and we can watch that with the rest of the gang over there. Maybe a little Molina Health is also inside week and up here, so we can watch that healthcare with XLV, UNH, and all your buddies over there. Cigna. Whoop, that's too much. There you go. Also, like I said, XLE and the XLE up. OIH up on the week. You got Slob and Halliburton going inside days over there. You even have the refiners joining the party. HFC still going. Valero here. So MPC. So you can watch all of them. You have the usual suspects like Amarada Hess doing well. XEC having a nice week. MRO coming out of the ashes here. So a bunch of those also having some nice days. Also having strong weeks of the REITs, some of them. BXP. And the two weaker with the daily. Two nice strong days. SLG. VNO. Maybe even a little triple N. There you go. And that usually trades with letter O, which is not there, not right now. And VTR. Just kind of doji on the day today, but that's still been on the list because of the monthly 1, 2, 2 Rev Strat to the upside. So the REITs, not feeling any pain. And for the Reddit gang, AMC fighting back here. With earnings coming next month. Inside week to the upside. So there you go. That's all you had to do is wait for your signal there above 625. Now trading 770. That's not a bad percentage gain for 2 days. If we got any problems here was the Bitcoin sell-off, although it's can be real resilient, but that's just causing some things like Riot to go 2-2 on the week are coming down. If you go to MSTR here, taking out last week's lows and having some issues. And one of the things you want to look for is like these guys that didn't rally back today, all right? Because they're closer to going to the downside if things start to fail. So we got Mara, MARA, here staying down. There's your 2-2 reversal weak shooter. If we go to SI here, that's 2-2, and that rallied back a little bit. Good chance for an inside day there, but we'll see. SQ after hours is getting hit, so we'll be aware of this 2-2 reversal on that in the morning come SQ. Some big cap, big box retailers having some problems. You got Walmart, the 3-2 down here on the week and staying close to the lows today, and with Costco inside week to the downside and going out near the lows. If we had anything else there, the towers, SBAC having some problems. That means watch American Tower with that, and CCI having some issues over there. Checkpoint still going to be inside month and down here for the next few days. It's tough to recover that one, and you can see that one just slowly bleeding out. Workhorse just getting crushed today, so that could be a nice play tomorrow. See how much they want to move around in there a bit. And then if we do start selling off in the tech, as we come into the new month, we'll be looking to see if we get any things setting up RevStrat months, like Okta Okta's getting closer to it, Palo Alto, perchance, MongoDB, to see if they come in and set up RevStrats coming in for the new month. But a bit of a wild one here, but when you're looking at the internals, right, I can tell you what the market's doing just by scanning, right? And if you scanned, even in the teeth of the sell-off, who was below last week's highs and who was above last week's highs, that list was discernible still to the upside. It was very techie specific, and it was very quick, and that was that. So always want to make sure that you have your quote field up of the major sectors, because if you did, you'd see that not everybody was getting killed, right? And when they're going to kill them, they take them all, right? So that's not what happened. So we will see what we shall see. A little bit of volatility can go a long way, so we like that. And I guess that's going to do it. And we'll bring it back next month. Macro video over the weekend where we go through the quarterly and yearly signals. It's the exhaustion month coming up for the quarter, and then the quarter and the year uncouple come April 1st, just like last year's. Beautiful, beautiful new quarter right here. And off she went, and that's all she wrote. All right, that's going to do it for today. I'm Rob Smith, the Mr. Black channel here, Ticker Tiger with the Strat Attack.